Okay, Oudin Resonator playing Germany. LukasL playing as Chinese. So we got a Chinese against Oudin Resonator here. Should be pretty good. Let's see how Germany does against Chinese here. Yeah, in my opinion, from what I've done over the years, China's been pretty good against Germany. At least from my experience. So I think China might be able to do okay here, honestly. That's at least what I think. Now, if he's a very strong Germany, could be very different, but we'll see. Alright, so China's building up their train post right now. Resonator got about 30 food, not bad. I'm going to be really curious to see what Oudin Resonator's deck looks like, what he might be running. If he's got something really unorthodox like mercenaries and natives, I'd love to see that. But if he's going for something normal, that's alright too. Just have to see sort of what thing he's going with here. We have seen LukasL go Chinese, I believe, so that itself isn't too special. Yeah, I can't remember quite what he goes for, if he goes Russian consulate or French, but we'll review that very quickly once he gets the card. Yeah. So he's going up with T export there, very nice. He's going to get a nice free consulate, 100 export, and then the export trickles, so we can either pick French allies or Russian ones. And that'll be a good determinator of about what shipment he gets, what wonder he gets after that, yeah. So let's see here. Export Kijik. What's Export Kijik? So is he going for like a Kijik-based setup around the Yellow Banner Army, or maybe even the Step Rider Kijik Banner Army? It looks like he is, which means he would be playing a little bit like Breaking Me does, because he usually bases his Chinese off of the Kijik and Step Rider. If he does that, I think that's a pretty solid move. Let's see what Germany's doing. So Germany is running Tiela. So what's he got? He's got the 2 Settler wagons, that's normal. H2 looks pretty normal. He does not have a Yuan shipment, but he does have the Irish Brigadiers here. So that's always an interesting one. In H3, he does have advanced artillery. That's a pretty powerful card because he gets 3 Yuans and a mortar with that. And he's able to train horse artillery and mortars in H3 going forward. So yeah, I wonder what the Germany might pull here. Might he go for a mortar at some point and like rest the Chinese position with that? I don't know. I don't know, to be honest, but I'll definitely be on the lookout for that. We'll definitely be watching what his plans are, and we'll also be seeing what China goes for as well, to see if those two sort of builds kind of conflict. So it looks like LukasL goes French consulate, but he goes Summer Palace. So he's playing a little bit outside the normal rules there, going French consulate with Summer Palace, because normally it's either French allies in Porcelain Tower or it's Russian allies in Summer Palace. So he's kind of mixing and matching. I think it's totally fine, you know. It's totally fine, because theoretically he is sort of playing a bit more old school like, because he's kind of simulating the old 300 food shipment age up, but instead he's doing it now with like 400 food, which is a little bit better and helps him maintain his villager queue a bit nicer, and maybe even help him to get some market techs later on, like mining and wood chopping. So I think that's pretty good actually there. Alright, so let's see what's going on this side. What should we expect though? We're probably going to expect some H2 combat, I guarantee you. We're going to see Step Riders, going to see Chukanu, we might even see Diplomatic Intrigue there, perhaps. So yeah, I totally expect that being a thing here. Okay, so the Germany gets down a trading post in the middle, which says he probably wants to eventually get one in his base as well. So he's going hyper greedy on the XP there, that's great. As you know, with Germany, every time you receive a shipment, you get free hand cavalry, you get the free Ulans. So it really behooves you to get more trading posts, so you can actually get a ton of extra troops on the field. It's really good. So I'm assuming, yep, he's going to start Settler Wagons. Very powerful card, mind you, because every one of these Settler Wagons has a gather rate of 2 villagers in 1. So, believe it or not, this card here, 3 Settler Wagons, is almost like a 6 Settler card in Age 2. really, really big. I mean, it's crazy, actually. He actually has the age 4 one, too. This is a big one here, 6 Seth the Wagons. This one gives you like 12. It's like a value of like a 12 villager card. So if you can get that one, man, that's great. Very good. Yeah. But interestingly enough, he does not run any sort of like greedy Suther wagon play. So he doesn't have the artisan guilds, doesn't have Germantown farmers to train the Suther wagons from a mill. Probably because it's competitive and you don't really get that sort of flexibility to do that sort of stuff in these very tight matches. So kind of understand his method there. Alright, so he's going to start out with pikemen and put them into defensive mode so they're super close. Alright. He's got his Ulans working on this treasure. It's the 210 XP treasure. This is one of the better treasures on this map. If Jeremy can get it, he's going to secure another easy shipment for the most part. He is going to get it. And, yeah. Okay, now he's got the Ulans on his tail, so let's see what he does with that. Ulans, as you know, have a lot of damage. They're like a glass cannon cavalry because they get a lot of hand attack, but their HP is kind of bad. The Chinese, though, goes Yellow Banner Army. Wow, look at that. Goes Yellow Banner Army, so he's got Kijiks and Klangs, which is enough to wipe out those Ulans. Let's see what. So he's going to be doing a Old Han army, so he should be able to beat these pikemen with that, right? So right now, it looks like China is massing effectively. Is he going to send any of these unit cards in? Doesn't look like it. He is going for 700 coin. So he might just be going up with... oh, no, never mind. Oh, no, he canceled it out. He was going to go for another Yellow Banner Army, and then he canceled it out. So is he, like, maybe thinking of going age 3 at this point? Maybe. I don't know. Looks like those pikemen are going to be forced to get out of there, though, because he has the Chukanu on him, a skirmisher, which he cannot afford to stand on for too long. He starts picking up market techs, including hunting eagles, to get his hunting rate up, because, honestly, he'll have enough coin to get that age 3, but it's the food that he has to make up for a little bit, so I think he's probably going to try to focus on that now, personally, which I would as well. Yep. Alright, so what we got here, we got 2 more free Ulans from the next shipment. Alright, Germany is aging up, actually. Where is he? What is Germany doing? What are you doing, Germany? Hello? Yeah, what are you doing? He's idling in his town center. He's not doing anything. Alright, he's doing something now and he's aging up. It's like he had a brain freeze or something. Like, was he, you know, having a smoothie or something and drank too much of it or something? Like, yeah, like, completely froze there with his brain. He wasn't, like, gathering it, moving the bills. He wasn't aging up. I was like, wait a minute, did he, like, he probably had to do something. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But, still ages up with Exiled Prince, it looks like. Yep. Exiled Prince, because his age up is going very quickly. And from there, he can get some really good cards. He can get his Skirmisher cards, War Wagon cards. He should either go War Wagon or Skirm. And then just follow up with more shipments after that, right? He does have barracks, and he is adding a stable in, so he has to have the option of training either War Wagon or Skirmisher. So that combination is usually what we try to go for with the Germans. You know, get a couple War Wagons in there with their high damage and their hand attack resistance to protect the skirms, and then the skirms will help, in turn, protect the War Wagons from other skirmishers and, you know, hand infantry threats as well. So they kind of cover each other very nicely. However, in this situation, I think once the Germany gets enough troops, he can go for his advanced artillery there to get a mortar and really start shelling the Chinese position. Yep, so here comes 8 skirmishers. He's queuing up a war wagon. He's also queuing up a skirmisher, so he's already set himself up pretty good there. He can build another house, I think, which he's going to do. Because, well, he's going to want to train some troops, and then he's going to want to ship in another card, which is probably going to be either 7 skirm or 3 war wagon. And then we'll have a pretty decent mix at that point to go on the offense, I think, yeah. Looks like he's already starting to push in now with the 13 skirms and the 3 free Ulans there. Alright, oh wow, he trains in another, he gets 3 war wagons now. Now is he gonna ship in more war wagons or more skirms? That's a question. Alright, China's also aging up with the porcelain tower. Kind of an interesting choice. It means he's Oh, interesting. So he's going greedy economy. He's going for German allies and then going for porcelain tower. Yeah, that's like super greed. Because basically, with a German consulate, it cheapens the food costs on your, Oh, interesting. So he picked up all the trickle tax from the consulate, and now he's canceling it out and going with another ally, probably the British. Yeah, that's kind of fascinating. That's a very powerful, greedy move there, like stopping on German allies just to pick up their trickles. And now is going to actually move on to British for the HP. Yeah, that should put the Chinese in a pretty good economic state because they got the porcelain tower working for them, trickling out wood, looks like right now, and then has all the necessary trickles from the consulate too. So, yeah, very strategic actually. I like that. He picked up diplomatic intrigue to help pay for that as well. So he totally had that plan. So we got Biang army out now. So we got a bunch of veteran upgraded cavalry from China. He does have to somehow deal with the war wagon skirmisher combo, which can be a little bit scary, honestly. Can be a little bit deadly there, so maybe he has to pull back and come up with something at this point, yeah. He's going to ship in about 10 arquebusiers. He's queuing up Ming army. He is also bringing in a Forbidden army, too. So that should be good. Does he have Manchu or anything? Yep, he has Manchu. Might use that. Okay, Step Riders have connected to the skirms. They're going to be inflicting multipliers. That's great. But the Yulons coming in to try to close up the gap. Kizik should be targeting these Yulons first. Big damage bringers, and you got to deal with them. Just simplifies the battlefield as well. Alright, so German skirms backing up with the war wagons now. Trying to get the shots into the Kiziks. Also taking up the Shaolin disciples as well. They are actually a cavalry unit as well, so you do have to be careful of them. Yep. Okay, those are gone now. Look at all those skirms working there. They're insane, yeah? Skirmishers forming a line here, but they're going to have to retreat since there are some iron flails of Miriam here. These are the big boy cavalry that China does. So you definitely don't want to be in that spot right now. You're going to have to retreat out there like crazy, yeah. Fall back if you can. Yeah, fall back, retreat. Don't let them get too much of a run on you. As for Germany, he is queuing war wagon. And probably going to go for war wagon shipping next. With all this cavalry here, you may as well go with war wagon spam. Just mind the arquebusiers and the few hand infantry coming in too. But still, yeah, still train skirmisher. Because you're going to need it mainly for those Quangs. Mainly to try to overwhelm the arcs. He does have a nice batch of Yulons in the back here. Which he already upgraded the veteran. So these will be a little bit more credible here on the battlefield now. And hopefully gets plenty of good damage there pretty much. So let's see how that ends up going, yeah? Alright, set the wagons here. Let's see where they end up going. Somewhere in this area. Should be good. Very nice. Train a skirmisher, and he's shipping in about 8 Yulons. Very nice. Big boy shipping a Cav. Alright. Now, how much anti-Cav does he got this day? He's got some Kiziks. He does have a few Cheng Daos mixed in too now, so it's very complicated. Also, you got the sentries here. If you don't target them right away, they're another possible threat to worry about. So you want to make sure you take those out too if you can. Oh boy, look at this. Oh, going for the Cheyenne. Cheyenne is always a good acquisition on this map, Great Plains, because even if you don't want to use them for their native warriors, you can get Cheyenne hunting grounds, and it gives you a bunch of free bison in your base that you can start hunting. So you don't have to switch onto your horrible farming gather rate. You can still manage to hunt on this map just by allying with the Cheyenne and researching their bison hunting tech to get some bison in your base. It's very nifty. Alright, so we got the skirms here, Germany. And they're outnumbered by the Chinese, though, so they have to be a little bit careful here, honestly. It's not... Yep. Yep, be super duper careful if you can. Has the Summer Palace configured to the Ming army, it looks like, while training up territorial armies of Qingdaos and Arquebusiers. Still researching village techs, so he can get his pop-up. Right, very nice. What's the next? Is it going to be Manchu, hand mortars? Or it could be even an intervention to get 9 redcoats. Oh, he's going for the territorial combat. This card right here, so he can get 50% stats on his arcs and his Qingdaos. Very nice. So that seems to be what he's going to be going with. So now he's got 2 war academies pumping this out. So he's moving along pretty good here in production. Look at all these Uhlans here. That's going to be a lot of anti-skirmisher on the field. And potentially could wipe out other stuff too in mass. Yeah. Unfortunately, this village is a little bit isolated and it's getting targeted by the Uhlans. Does he have enough to like take it out though? That's the question. Okay, so hand cavalry coming in here. Okay, back up with the war waggies. Let's see where the Uhlans are going. Right here, they're gonna try to stop in this area and try to fight the cavalry. Okay idea, just watch out for the Kiziks. Watch out for the Kiziks. Yeah, see, these Uhlans do so much damage that they are kind of eating into the elite cavalry a bit. Unfortunately, it doesn't break their line, and they all do start advancing. Okay, it's over, it's over. Yeah, once the line of Uhlans was destroyed before Chinese cavalry was done, I knew it was over. Yep. Good fight, though. Good try. Yeah. Sadly, Germany does not get a 2 Falconet card, so you just have, like, no home city-based way of, like, obliterating a large mass of infantry like that. The best thing you can like try to do is go for like the Arquebusier mercenary shipment, but that's definitely a lot weaker than 2 Falconet card for fighting infantry. Yeah, but good try though, man. Tried your best.